Imagine this. You're sitting in a cafe, scrolling through the news, and you stumble upon an article that hits you like a bolt of lightning. The article reads AI predicts your death with startling accuracy. Sounds like the plot of a sci fi thriller. Am I right? But no, it's real. And it's happening right now. Imagine an AI doom calculator analyzing your everyday life, your every move, your every doctor's visit, job change, even your daily habits, to predict when your time might be up. This isn't fiction. It's based on a groundbreaking study published in Nature. And the internet is going wild. Welcome to AI Unboxed, where we dive into the incredible, sometimes unsettling ways AI is transforming our world. I'm your host, Aarti, and today we are diving into a story that blurs the lines between science, prediction, and our very own humanity. Can AI really predict the future? Or are we just so predictable that it can't not? And more importantly, should we let these predictions influence how we live our lives? Let's unravel this together. Let's start from the very beginning. It all started with a paper titled Using Sequences of Life Events to Predict Human Lives, a collaboration between researchers from Denmark and the US. On a first instance, you might think researchers collaborate everywhere. There are a lot of AI models coming up each new day. How is this different? But this wasn't your average academic study. It went viral, not because of the technical details, but because of its chilling sci fi appeal. The media dubbed it the Doom Calculator. Suddenly, people were asking, can AI actually predict when I'll die? The co author, Sunil Lehman, admitted they didn't expect this explosion either. But here's the kicker, it wasn't just about predicting death. The real magic? This study explored the intricate patterns of our lives, the hidden connections between the choices we make, the routines we follow, and the events that shape us. And guess what? The AI was stunningly good at it. Let's dig a little deeper. You see, AI models like these don't look at words or phrases like you might expect. They look at life events, each doctor's visit, every job change, every move, turned into data. This study from Denmark used millions of data points to create something like a roadmap of human lives. Here's something more interesting. Denmark has some of the most detailed data tracking in the world. They even track duck strikes. Yes, you heard it right. Duck strikes. So, with this treasure trove of life event data, the AI analyzed patterns that no human could ever detect. And what did it find? Humans are far more predictable than we can ever imagine. The life events repeat in loops, whether you're a rock star or an office worker or even a homeless person. But here's where it gets really intriguing. If AI can predict your next move, your next career shift, or even your potential death based on your life events, how much control do we really have? Are we truly the masters of our own fate? Or are we following some cosmic script written in data? There are so many theories out there, assuming that we live in a simulation. Every move that we make has been already programmed, and our whole life is an if clause, if one might add. It's unnerving, right? If AI can map out our lives, are our choices really our own? This opens up a Pandora's box of questions. Will we start living differently based on what AI predicts? If AI says you're headed for a crisis in 2 years, do you stop, turn left, and try to dodge it? Let's dive into the nuts and bolts of it. Let's break things down and understand how clearly this model works. It's all about pattern recognition. Every AI model works such way, right? Imagine this model, it's been fed with data from 2008 to 2015, everything from medical records to employment histories. It has every visit to the doctor, every job transition, every illness, and it all gets tokenized. So the term tokenized or the process tokenization is how any AI model ingests data, right? It's like reading it word by word or token by token and converting it into an embedding vector, a form which AI model can easily look up or refer to when trying to answer or predict something. We'll get into the details of what tokenization in maybe another episode. But today, the AI model that has just ingested all of these data points begins to find patterns, like noticing that certain combinations of health conditions and age are indicators of mortality within a specific time frame. This is how every prediction model works. It finds correlation between any two or more variables and and then tries to predict the desired outcome that we are looking for. But here's the most mind-blowing part about it: training the AI. At first, the model has no clue what it's looking at, just a bunch of numbers. But through training, where it learns from known outcomes, it starts to make predictions. This is supervised learning, your textbook supervised learning. The more it learns, the sharper its predictions get. Of course, we need to address the elephant in the room. What happens if the AI gets it wrong? Remember, this isn't a crystal ball. AI isn't 100% accurate, at least, not yet. It is probabilities and it's not certainties. And that raises big ethical questions. Should we be even predicting death? What happens when someone's life is guided by these probabilities? Are we overstepping boundaries that should remain untouched? These are some of the major ethical questions that researchers are debating all over the world. So let's not get sucked into it. There are AI laws that's been developed each and every day, and there are AI ethical workers who strive hard to bring AI ethics and incorporate ethical laws into different AI breakthroughs that we look at each day. But what can we understand from this whole story? So, AI is revealing just how predictable we are. But does that mean our lives are set in stone? Not at all. This knowledge can be power. If you know your patterns, you break free from them. Maybe the lesson isn't about when we'll die, it's about how we choose to live. As a layman said, we know what we are, but not what we might be. AI might just show us a glimpse of the future, but it's up to us to write our own endings. And speaking of endings, here's a light one to wrap things up. Why did the AI model refuse to predict its own death? Because it didn't want to crash. Thanks for tuning in to AI Unboxed. If today's episode got you thinking, make sure to like, follow, and add us to your playlist. Trust me, you won't want to miss the next deep dive into the incredible world of AI and what it means for our future. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay curious.